Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Getting really close to 4,000 followers here on YouTube. Once I hit 4K followers, I'm going to get a 4K webcam. We're still on piddly old 1080p. So share the show with a friend. The more subscribers we get, more people will love this show, I'm sure. Anyway, on with the beer review. This is another one that I got from Tavor. This is from 903 Brewers out of Texas. Brunch Buzz. Maple syrup, hazelnut, vanilla, bean, and waffle flavored stout. I don't know if there's a photo or a painting or what of waffles there with the maple syrup. 10% ABV. Pairs with brisket hash, cinnamon roll 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓀. I don't know what that is. Blowing off the Sunday scaries. No canning date on here, but you know, I always get fresh stuff from Tabor. So I pour it into the Spiegel stout glass. I feel like I haven't used this in a while. Coming out of the can, it's a pretty dark brown. Once it's in the glass, it looks black. Get a, fairly big, I'd probably call it like a tacky can froth. I am not really seeing for 10% ABV, I'm not really seeing the clear alcohol legs, but the foam is sticking to the glass nicely. Let's give it a whiff. Well, it does, I will say right off the aroma, this is how it smells. It smells like maple syrup on top of waffles. Yeah. I would say it doesn't really smell like a stout. It doesn't even really smell like a beer. It just all I can smell is maple syrup and waffles. It's like, where's that base? I mean, it's 10% ABV. There's got to be either a lot of malt or a lot of brewer sugar in there to get that ABV up. Yeah, it's all I can smell is maple syrup and waffles. I mean, I guess there's a hazelnut there too, but I will say it does not smell like coffee. Vanilla bean. Yeah, kind of giving that kind of French toast kind of smell. So I don't know what we're in for, but let's find out. Cheers. Whoa, that's pretty strong. I think it's going to take that enamel off my teeth. Whew. Um. Wow, that is cloying. That is cloying to say the least. And it is faux or fa. I don't know how to pronounce F-A-U-X. How do you pronounce that? Is it faux or fa? I always say fa. I would say this is probably the least authentic beer I think I've ever had. That's just off one sip. I will say it does deliver as advertised. This what you see a picture of here, of maple syrup on waffles. That's how it tastes in liquid form. I don't know how they got that flavor in the liquid form. I'm not a huge fan of these pastry stouts because they are, to me, in my opinion, they tend to be just so artificially flavored. Because it does say malt beverage with natural flavors. Sorry, I can't. I don't know. Sorry, the lens is blowing out here, but this doesn't. I want that 10% imperial base stout, and I'm really not getting it. Where's roasty malt? Where's coffee? Where's chocolate? I'm not getting it. Yeah, and actually after just a few sips, all these flavors have kind of homogenized into just it's kind of I don't know, sticky pasty kind of flavor. I mean, I would say the maple syrup is definitely the most prominent of all the flavors here. Maple syrup and vanilla and hazelnut. I think that's kind of to me it's kind of overkill. Do you really need all three? I think you just have one, maybe two, but to have vanilla and hazelnut. I mean, it's the only thing I can compare it to is a make your own sundae bar where you put every single syrup topping on, and they all kind of cancel each other out, or you're having coffee, and you put three or four different creamers into it. You would think because hazelnut isn't good enough, so let's add French vanilla, and then let's add Irish cream or something like that on top of it, and you're just kind of left with this sticky, cloying mess, and it's hard to even take in. By the way, you can tell it can't be that bad because I'm actually drinking this in pretty big gulps. And I would say the more that I drink it, the less cloying it's becoming. And for 10% ABV, you would think big, huge, chewy body like Bourbon County or something. I would call this medium full at most. It is not a straight up full bodied beer. Carbonation actually is Probably put it like kind of like moderately low. It actually kind of seems like it has like a thin kind of mouthfeel to it. Although I will say like the 10% ABV, it's more of a drying sensation. I really don't get much actual heat in the throat. So, which, you know, helps with the drinkability. By the way, I got this beer on Tavour, only $5.50 for the can, and I got 2 of them. So, I mean, it's not bad. $11 for two cans that are 10% ABV. I think that's a great deal. So if you want to sign up with Tavour, use my link. Get you $10 off your first purchase. Let them know that I sent you. They get enough referrals over there, get into their influencer program. Anyway, the score for the Brunch Buzz, like I said, I kind of have mixed feelings on this one. I mean, it's very faux tasting. It's very cloying. It's sweet. That being said, it's actually really drinkable. And I've had much, much worse for whatever that's worth. So I'm thinking, oh man, I'm somewhere, like I could go as low as 4 out of 10 or as high as 6 out of 10. So kind of split the difference. Actually, I think it's kind of like about a 4.5, maybe 5. Maybe I'll do, you know, I'm going to do straight 5, straight neutral grade, like kind of, you know, like I would not call this a bad beer, but I would not call this like a particularly good beer. It is what it is, I guess. I hate that phrase. So, yeah, I'm going to say 5 out of 10 for the Brunch Buzz. As always, follow me on Untappd. Follow me on Instagram because I do tweak the review between now and then. If you watch all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for the podcast or Beer School or BeerTube Academy. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.